Hello dear friends, welcome to this program, Our Moments with God, Our Moments with the Word of God, Our Moments with the love, mercy and compassion of God, Our Moments also with the Holy Ones of God. As you have been hearing that many of these past days, I have been speaking about the lives of some important saints. Of course, every day there is a saint in the church, but not all of them are so well known or have achieved such greatness as some of them who I mentioned, and today we will be speaking about one of them. And I also invite you to be co-missionaries with me while also being aware of your inner self and inner journey, which can help you go further into your spiritual life. And if you like, you may please subscribe to this channel and also share the videos with others. Thank you. Today, as I said, we celebrate the feast of Saint Francis of Assisi, born in 1181 and didn't live very long. He actually died in year 1226, a rather good age at that time, but it is not really a big age. And you see, today I have chosen in the background this little simple hut, because one of the things that really made a mark for the life of Saint Francis of Assisi was his simplicity, humility and poverty. He called his poverty his lady poverty, or like his wife, as if he had married poverty. So he lived a very simple life in wooden houses and things, and he is one of the most famous saints, not only of the 13th century when he lived and where he died, but he influenced the whole church and continues to influence the living in the church. There are so many orders that follow the spirituality of Saint Francis, or Franciscan spirituality. Though he had founded only one order at that time, and then he had also helped to found with Saint Clare order also for women. But there are a lot of interesting things, and I cannot cover everything else, but one of the main things is about his poverty. But you know, when I was reading for this program, I came across this surprising note that at the time of his death, or soon after his death, he had already become so famous and so popular all around Italy that Pope Gregory the Ninth at that time made use of his name and his popularity to set his own agenda. Sounds surprising. What does that mean? It means that the order that Francis of Assisi himself had founded with very clear motives and objectives, to be completely poor and at the service of the poor, own nothing, take no donations in terms of money, only accept food for your survival and always live in complete poverty, that was changed. And it is no doubt, I have read also that after the death of Francis, a lot of things began to change, as it happens in many cases with many orders. The founder has a special charism, or the founders has a special charism, and at that time people follow that founder or foundress very closely, but after some time the generations that follow, they forget about their original charism and original mission. That happened also with Francis and continues to happen also with the Franciscans even now, though I do not know too much about Franciscans except in general. But you know, there is another very important thing that I was reading about, that many people glorify Francis's state of poverty, how he embraced poverty. He, you know, when he actually became completely naked in front of the bishop that time and gave everything of that belonged to his father, and he wanted to embrace nature. And the same thing he did at the time when he died. He told his disciples that he wants to lie completely naked on the floor after his death. So completely giving himself up to God. So yes, poverty was very important for him, but often people forget that he had great devotion to the Eucharist. And for him to decorate the church and to have the best things possible for celebrating the sacrament was very important. For him, God's providence and God's nature, as you can see also in the background, the beautiful forests where I live, but today I have chosen this hut. So his love for nature, he called the sun, brother sun and sister moon, and he could talk to the animals and all that. That is all very popularized. But what is sometimes forgotten is his love for the Eucharist. And I think nobody can escape that. When we grow in our spiritual life, there is no escape for us but to get closer to the Eucharist, to really admire the preciousness, the living presence of Jesus who comes humbly into our hearts. We forget that Jesus made himself so humble, as Francis did, that he decided to come to sinners like me, and I don't know about you, but yes, to everyone he is ready to come. And that is a wonderful thing also that Francis of Assisi propagated. I don't want to make this video very long, but there is a lot that we can learn from St. Francis of Assisi, and I wish you all the very best, and please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.